It's Ashley. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about your homeowners insurance and the basic coverages that come with it. Super exciting. So the first coverage that you have is your dwelling. Basically, this is for the house itself, just the main structure. And this is not related to the value of your house. So don't be stressed if you see that your house is only insured for $300,000, but it's actually worth $1 million. We don't look at the value of the house in order to determine how much we insure it for. We're looking at the characteristics to make sure it's insured correctly. So the next thing you usually see is your separate structures. So think anything detached from the house. If you have a fence, most properties have a fence around their house. Some properties have casitas, sheds. All of those things are going to be covered under your personal property. The next thing is your separate structures. The next thing's going to be your personal property. So think if you were to take your house and you were to tip it upside down, everything that fell is going to be under your personal property. So you've got all of your furniture, you've got your clothes, your shoes, your TVs, your computers, your anything and everything that falls is your personal property. Anything that would be attached, so your cabinets, your countertops, your fixtures, all of those are going to be covered under your dwelling. The next thing is your personal liability. So think if someone gets hurt on your property and sues you, this is going to be your personal liability. Another common claim that we see that falls under personal liability is a dog or an animal bite or attack. It doesn't have to be a bite. And then the next thing is guest medical. So this one they don't have to sue you for. It's just a no-fault coverage. It's usually between $1,000 and $5,000 in coverage. And let's say an example is if I came over and we were making dinner together and I was chopping a tomato and I accidentally sliced my finger. So I could claim the no-fault guest medical. I do have to be a guest. I cannot be a household member, so you cannot use it to pay your health insurance deductible, although that would be nice. But yes, that's how that works. There's loss of use. So let's say your house would have burned down. That's a bummer. But you needed to stay elsewhere. Then this is where the loss of use would come into play. Now, the loss of use is not going to pay your mortgage. It's just going to pay your additional expenses while you're unable to live in the house. So you are still going to pay your mortgage like normal, but your hotel or your VRBO or Airbnb would be covered by the insurance. Usually there'll be a term limit on your loss of use. Some companies do not, but most companies do. So have a look at that. You have your deductible, so in the event of a claim, you're going to pay your deductible. The insurance company is going to pay the rest of the claim. And then there are usually several endorsements that either you have or are offered that I can talk about in more detail. If you have questions about specific endorsements, let me know. I'm happy to answer the best that I can. Thanks.